I mix what I like, what I like, what I like, what I like, what I like.
People ask me, what do you do? How do you do what you do? And it's hard for me to say it because I don't know how to not do that.
Mm.
It's not a method that I, developed in the way that academics are socialized into, you know, thinking about this kind of highly individualized, privatized, sort of like recipe that you can do, right? So I find it challenging to talk about it in that way.
Hmm.
But so the things that I'm about to say to me just seem like common sense, like they don't need to be said. It's just obvious. So. But I'll tell you a story that I actually kind of told you in passing, which is that I'm excited for the book to come out because hopefully then no one will read my dissertation, which I want to just like disappear from history, right? But so I work hard to write this dissertation, and I'm going through all these archives trying to figure stuff out, and ultimately I come to the conclusion that prisons are a domain of war, literally. That they're both a site of war, a strategy of war, and a domain of war. We can talk about what those different things mean. Um, and I uncovered some of the techniques through which this war is waged by the state, and how it's resisted by people who it is imposed upon. And I just felt really proud of myself. And then I found this interview with Dhoruba, uh, which he gave while he was in prison in 1973 on the phone, and he just casually lays out everything that I worked so hard to figure out, like just casually. Like it wasn't even his primary argument. It was just like an aside. You know what I mean? That he just like lays out. And I was like, damn, like that's my whole dissertation in like a sentence right there. You know what I'm saying? And so that has actually happened multiple times now. And so what it told me was that I need to flip the method. Instead of trying to figure things out by looking at the archive, what if I just listen to what revolutionary intellectuals who have been targeted for neutralization by the racist state are saying? What if I acknowledge that the reason that they're targeted is because of their ability to analyze the situation and develop strategies to intervene in that situation? And then what if I work backwards from there and figure out, what kind of archival source material can I find to actually demonstrate and corroborate and sort of bolster in an extremely rigorous way what they're saying?